Welcome to Fashion Show Reaction with Facial Recognition, where we react to fashion show videos, but with a twist. We apply facial recognition technology so that we can identify the models.
For our 8th episode, we are going to react to Chanel's Fall Couture collection for 2024.
Are you ready? Here we go.
It is amazing when you think of it that Chanel Couture, with few exceptions, looks as if Coco herself could have designed it back in the 1940s.
Karl Lagerfeld's successor, Virginie Viard, left the house of Chanel right before this show, so we assume she was primarily responsible for the 80-year-long continuity apparent in this show.
As we identify a model, they will be freeze-framed and their name will show in the roster on the left. We identify 43 models in this video, including 4 override identifications, with no models going unknown.
The facial recognition software looks at each of the 30 frames in a second of video and treats them as individual pictures. This is what makes the identifications kind of flicker.
What you call continuity, that these first looks could have been worn by a chic Vichy collaborator, are spot on. We will see some more modern looks later in the show, but this is straight 1940s to start off.
Resistance girls would not have had enough money for clothes like this.
This show was in the Palais Garnier Opera House in Paris. And while the original video does use the grand staircase in the amazing lobby, for our purposes we are stuck in a hallway. Let's let the computer do some work and see if we get out of the 1940s. Okay, this is a very odd dress.
Super plain. Plus it has a built-in bib, as if you were going to an all-you-can-eat lobster fest.
Finally, something fresh. This little peasant skirt could fit in the 1940s, but it stands the test of time.
But then right back to post-war France.
At least these fabrics appear to be very nice.
And warm. This is a fall collection after all, so being warm for your couture money would be nice.
Good. Something else that feels a bit more modern. It is nice to step out of what has mostly felt like a period movie. Not saying this is beautiful, just fresher.
Little Red Riding Hood, played by Miss Fuchs, is our second override identification, followed up by another designer trying to trigger us with feathers, but then us realizing they are tufts of fabric.
Actually like this look a lot.
Note on these side shots that the heels kind of disappear and make it look like the models are walking on their toes.
I like it, but it certainly is not a feminist device. This next dress does not have fringe, but it certainly presents a flapper kind of vibe. This coral-colored coat is very nice. But what is underneath it?
A patent leather skirt with a peekaboo tummy needs to be covered up, but there are no buttons.
At least we have entered the modern world, even if we are not big fans of shiny.
Now we're getting somewhere. This equestrian feel look is our honorable mention of the video.
Love it or hate it, that feels like couture to me. And based on it being something a rich young woman would love to wear in the 21st century. Here is our best look of the video.
One thing to point out here, see how Sarah Grace's name has underscores between the names? That means the computer matched her face to a backup training picture. You will see that more on this video than any of the previous episodes.
They chose some interesting music for this show.
It does not seem to transition with any particular group of looks. I think it might be illegal in France to have a couture show without Lulu in it.
Lulu is everywhere.
But do you notice they never put her in the wedding dress? And sure enough, this traditional couture show ends traditionally.
With a wedding dress. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed applying facial recognition software to a fashion show. Bye now.
See you next episode.